Welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. It's very early this morning, so please be patient with me. Um, what I want to do is I got these new Triblend Spectrum Noir with brushes, and after using the stamp the other day, I liked it so much, and I thought, well, let me try the Triblends. And so if anybody has questions how to use them, they can see them, and also kind of do, kind of a review on them. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use this whole stamp set. I spaced it out quite a bit so that I can go back later on and cut pieces out if I want them for anything, card or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. I got my quick dry ink, which I believe is alcohol free. We will find out if it's not. I'm going to get some leakage. So I'm going to get my stamp put on here, get them to stick. Ooh, there's a little bit of ink. But that was from when I did the watercolors. Now the thing about the quick dry is they're very wet. And it doesn't take that much. Get the stamps covered, and I don't know if you can see, but you can see the wet on those stamps. And the color I'm using is smoked pearl. Okay. And I want to make sure that I'm going to push down everywhere. We should get a real nice impression. I've noticed with quick dry inks that we usually get very nice impression, which is kind of why I've gone for using alcohol proof. Oh, look at that beautiful impression. Let me show you and see that was so easy. And it's like there's nothing left on the stamps, but it's a very nice, beautiful, clear image. You can't buy that clear of an image in a paint or coloring book or nothing. I mean, it's just perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to set these all. Just close this up since I'm not going to put them away right now. And I'm just going to put them all together over out of the way until I'm ready after this video. I hope that camera focuses in. Come on, camera. Wait, I don't know if you guys can see what I see, but it looks really blurry. Let me try it. Oh, yeah, it's slowly. I think that worked. Okay, so where do I want to start? How about if I find, it's really easy. So I'm going to for brown. I'm not going to look at three that look brown. This is gold brown blend. This is earth brown blend and tan blend. Huh. I'm going to use the gold brown blend, which I think is going to be the lightest. Okay. I want to make sure I'm looking at the light one. It looks like I gotta come down slowly. Okay. And I'm just going to cover all of it. Let's see if I can move my hands so you can see what I'm doing with the light. And I think I'm going to work in pretty small sections to be sure that the ink is wet and clean. Then I'm going to go to the dark. So these are the brush, so I'm going to kind of use them more like the brushes, even though this picture doesn't really call for that. Okay, here, here. I'm just going to go with the lines that are on it. Then I'm going to go in with the medium blend. And just kind of brush around that. Just from kind of the edge out. So that we're going to get the blend. I love my Triblends. So I like the nib that's already on them. I don't know if these brushes are going to necessarily be my thing. But we'll see. Then I'm going to go back with the light and blend where the medium is. I liked really much the way this. Okay, now I'm going to do some more white light over it to go carry down. And it's very, very light. I hope you can see the color on there. And so I'm just going to go to here. And I want to make sure it's going to stay wet. So I can blend still, because the wetter it is, the better it blends. I'm not, like I said, I haven't really done the brushes. I like the regular nib, so I'm not real too much on that flicking technique and stuff they talk about. I don't really know too much about that. Okay, then I'm going to go to the medium and go over the dark, where the dark meets the light. And a lot of times my problem is, so those are spots I missed, so I'm just going to hit it with the medium. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the light. And where the medium is, where the medium meets the light, I'm going to go back over. And you have to remember with these, sometimes you can't see the blend. Give it time to dry. because as it dries, the alcohol evaporates. And that gives it, gosh, my voice this morning. Then you get more of a truer sense of, how your blending actually looks. I don't really see like a lot of lines right in here, but I know I want some darker here, here, just the lines. And this stamp is actually good for, I think this is a Fun Stamper's Journal stamp. The FSG from Spellbinders is where this stamp came from. I knew I loved the stamp when I first seen it, and I used it the other day, and I did a watercolor with it. I did post that video, so if you haven't seen it, you can go back and look. I think the card turned out awesome. I don't know what everybody else thought, but that's what I thought. But I knew I was going to like this stamp. And when I did that, and then later on looking at it, I thought, well, now I got to try it with the markers and the Triblends. So here we are, giving it a go. Now, I'm not going to the inside yet. They don't have it as darker, but I think when I color the inside, I'm not going to have as much white or lighter. I'm going to use more. I'll do the dark, of course, but I'm going to use more. I'll carry the medium out more is what I guess I'm trying to say. So, because it's inside, I think, myself, it's going to be a little bit darker, but not so dark. Back with my medium, but not so dark that it's going to be the dark color, completely shadow-like. I mean, you can see lines in there, so just put the medium where the dark meets the light. And then I'm going to go back over with the light. And what I do is probably what you shouldn't do. Sometimes when I put the light, I overdo it. And I go in too much. And then it kind of takes away, what you were doing with it. So now I'm going to go to the inside and I'm going to put my light down for the wetness. And then I'm going to take dark. And I'm going to follow these lines with the dark. So I'm in a little bit bigger dark. Now I'm going to do my medium. And as you can see, I just went over the whole thing with the medium. So to make it a little bit darker, but still have some light. Now I'm going to take in the white in this one area, the lighter blend, and just add it. And what it's going to do is kind of bleach that spot out. And I can already see that it's done that. See if you can see it on the camera. So this was dark, medium. I had the whole thing covered in with medium. This one little spot right there, that one little spot, is where I went back in with the lighter blend. So it's not going to be as light as here or here, but it lightens it because the alcohol kind of goes in and like bleaches it out. Okay, there it is so far. Am I happy with that? And no, I want more. I want the medium blend in a little bit better than it has. So I'm just going to take my light, go back over some of this medium with the light. I don't want to go into the dark, and I don't want to go all the way into the medium. I just want the edge where the medium and the light meet. And a lot of times this is where I will mess up because I'll go too far in and basically just kind of bleach it all out, that medium. Okay, now let's see how that looks. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do the pumpkin, and the pumpkin needs to be in a sort of an orange color, but I want to do like an orange. So this is a burnt orange blend. Sounds good to me. And I'm gonna, can you see the pumpkin? Go in with the light. Um, Spectrum Noir, which is Crafter's Companion, came out with the pastel colors now. And what they are is a half, like half of the light, half the one. So, because some of their colors just don't go as light as we would like. So they listened, I guess, and came out with the lighter. Now you're supposed to be able to get them on HSN. I went and looked. They weren't posted yet when I looked. But Crafters Companion TV had them. Now we're going to the medium, go over and meet the medium up with the dark. Anyways, when I looked, they weren't on HSN, but Crafters Companion had them on one of their Crafters TV shows. So I went ahead and I ordered them from there. Okay, this is my lighter color. I'm going to go back over and work for that blend. Now, if you look, right now at this point, it looks like it's just one color. So we wait for the alcohol to dissolve to see what we think. Got some leaves. I want to do the leaves. Dull green, light green. Oh, I'm going to go with the dull. And of course, I'm going to do the light color first. And just cover the whole thing. You know, some people don't do this when they color. Maybe I'll show you in the next thing what they do. And I'm going to take the dark. And I'm going to hit those spots. And another under here. Here. This is nice with the brush. Okay. Then I'm going to take the medium. And I'm not really too worried about the vein part because that is vein. I just want to kind of blend in the shadowed part. Okay, and then back with the light to blend it. And I might not be able to blend it that great. Now I seen somebody else do a review of these. And they said some of these colors are so far apart that they didn't feel like you could get that good a blend with them. We'll see. Here's a leaf coming out of here. And I'm just going to leave that. Okay, don't see any more leaves. I do see some corn ears. And I think that's going to call for the brighter green. I'm going to go with the light green blend just for around the corn. And like I said, I like to do the smaller one, so I'm just going to do that one little piece and come back and do this. And then hit that medium. And you know, you only have to put as much effort into this as you want. So if you don't feel like doing all of this, don't. If you just want to do blending on the, say you just want to do some blending on the cornucopia and not the vegetables, then do that. So let's see here. I'm not going to go into great detail for this little piece. I'll put a little bit of shadow in there. Maybe hit that with the medium. And just leave that. And we've got some right here. Oh, I was going to show you what other people do. I'll show you on this one. No, maybe this one. The way some people do it. Okay, and we got the lines where it's going to be darker. And this doesn't really have too much shadow because it's standing right out. It's not really behind anything. Okay. This green looks like it's going to do a real good blend. Anyways, it's going to be an easier green to blend with than that was. Okay. Here's this. Better a little bit of blend on that because it's kind of behind. So this is what I mean by just give it a hint and a wish of the different shades if it's something small. Here's another leaf. Okay, I'll leave that one like that. Now, for this one, I'm going to do that in a yellow. This is a citrus green. I wonder if that would work. Boy, that dark is real dark. It's a fall vegetable. So what they do, they go in with the light. Ooh, that really is dark. Okay, they go in with the light. But they only go in like part way. Okay. Then they take their dark. Oh, I missed that. Then they go in where the dark's gonna be. Maybe a little here. Maybe a little here and here. Then they'll go with their medium. Maybe this wasn't a good one because there's so much light. Then they'll go with their light to finish their blend. But they'll leave some of the white. Now, you might not be able to see where I left the white. But when you leave that white, it's going to give it a little bit of extra light. An extra look of light later on down the line. I need a yellow. I don't. See, that's that citrus blend. All green. Why do I not see the yellow? I don't see a yellow in all of these. Well, I don't want to go that bright of an orange on anything else. Let me get this stem in here. So with the stem, see how dark that is? I messed up. And I thought I had the light, and I'm usually really good about looking, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do instead of trying to blend it is take the lighter color, the lightest, and kind of go in, pick kind of a spot, and go in and just lighten it. And it will fade it out. And I'm a pro at doing that. I fade out because a lot of times I go back when I go back with the light the second time, I overdo it. Citrus green. Get equipped with that citrus green. Dull green. That's that color. I need a sort of a reddish, brownish. Here, this is the gold brown. Just want to do, let's see what I'll do. The corn, I'll do the light brown. This is the gold brown blend. I'm going to do both of them that way. And I'm not going to worry about blending these. I'm going to put some of the dark and just touch some of these pieces of corn. And then I'll get, need a red. Is this a red? Yep. I'm going to use the medium red because I think this red's pretty dark. And I'm just going to do a couple of touches of the red. Now, what's weird is red to me right now looks just like the brown, so I'm going to go in with the lighter red. There we go. Kind of stings there. Citrus green. Yeah, maybe I'll use that light citrus green to do a little bit more in here. Just a little bit more color. Some of the dots and maybe just kind of give it. It's not looking the way I envisioned it. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, that's better. Still doesn't quite look like Indian corn. Anyways. Oh, we got another million here, and I don't still know. I got a gold brown, which is what I just used. How about a little gray? This is, oh, that's blue turquoise. It looks like gray. True blue. Well, here's a brown gray blend. Color the whole thing. The gray is not really the color I would be using for any of these. I don't want to go because I want to stick kind of polished looking. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go, oh, of course it's the brushes and I'm not using it like a brush, am I? Some of the spots and then go back with the light and try to get that blended in. Okay, now I need kind of a grape purple look. Purple blend. And I want to get these grapes. And I'm going to kind of hurry this up a little bit since this video is taking a while. And I haven't even got close to finishing, much less. Now the light's kind of just pink. And I don't really want the pink. So, man, this medium looks pretty dark too. Okay, now I'll go back with the lighter. See, I just decided I wanted to make it darker, so I used more of the medium. Just to give them a darker. I'm going to use this dull green on this one. I mean, to me, the Thanksgiving colors just shouldn't be bright. And I use the dark now because there's not really cheating on this one. I'm just going to go back with the light. Again, and put over that dark. Just to take some of that. Oh, see, I went in. I didn't check it. I thought I had the light. And I went in with the dark. Which looks okay. It looks alright. But I'm just going to hit it in the middle here with the light and just blend in some of that color. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here. Maybe I'll finish it, come back and show you, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I like, see where I went in with the dark on this and then came back in with the light and just put that light spot in. You can do that, anytime, but you're not going to get the different blends and, it's just going to look like a light spot. It's not going to give it all that depth and stuff to it. How do I like these markers? They're okay. Maybe if I chose a different subject, they would have turned out better. Something with hair and stuff where you're supposed to do that flicking. So it's probably my fault, but otherwise I could have just used my regular Triblends or my regular Classiques to do this. So for stuff like this, you want those, I think, not necessarily the brush ones. But it's okay. So I'm going to finish this up and I'll come back and show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm finishing up the cornucopia. What I just wanted to show is that, see how it's just kind of there. Let me bring it up a little bit so you can see. Okay, I'm going to go around it with the gray. Let me bring it down slow. Maybe it gives the camera more time to focus. I can see better. Okay, so we're going to just go around. It's a light gray, ice gray blend, and I'm using the lightest. Usually gray or blue kind of works better. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with the stamp yet. I'm not going to do the grounding and all that. I'm just going to go around it. And I can do that later. If I decide to, for whatever the project's going to be. And I'm sure it's going to be on an Thanksgiving card. But I don't know what the Thanksgiving card is going to be yet. So because of that, I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I can always come back in, and more than likely, I'm going to use the gray for that anyways. Okay, and I stopped there, so I'm going to finish there. I don't really want to go on my image too much because I'm using the lightest gray, so then actually this gray, because it's got more alcohol in it, could actually end up bleaching that out and I don't want to do that. Say bleaching it out. I mean, would it make sense if I said alcoholing it out? So, anyways, there's this one. What do you think? I think these colors were brighter than I wanted them to be. So I would have been better off with the regular plastiques. So, anyways, there's my review of the Triblend brushes. Maybe not the best colors for your fall looks. So, um, yeah, I think with these other ones, I'm going to bring up my regular classics so that I have the option. I didn't like the way the Indian corn ended up having to look. So I don't want to do a whole bundle of the Indian corn. Orange is um, darker and brighter than I wanted it to be. I want lighter. Maybe I could have done like a flesh tone or something on that. So, anyways, don't forget my giveaway and 100 subscribers. I've got a long ways to go, but I can't wait to have one. I think it's going to be fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button so we can get up there. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll know when my new videos are on. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Thank you.